Okay, everyone, so I'm going into row 24, and I want to mention that on the first video I mentioned we were going to go to 9 double crochets, but I decided not to. I want to keep it the same length, same size of motif here as the ones here. So I did only 8, so I'm on the 8th one, and I've started and I've changed colors, as you can see. Of course, I had to put that little punch in. So I'm going to show you, so I'm doing 6 chain here. So it's no different than what we did down here. Exactly the same way. We started with 5 chain. I'm doing with 6 because it's bigger, so it's a little bit more tighter. So we're going to, let's say you're closed in with your slip stitch, and then you would pretty much go on the first one again. So this is part 2, people, for people that are just embarking on this. Whoops, no, we don't close, it's incomplete. So 2 on the same space, 2 double crochet on the same space, and 1 per space. We're going to have a total of 8 double crochet. I had mentioned on the other video we'd do 9, but I'm not going to. I want to keep it the same size, so I'll leave it at 8. So we close it all together, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And don't tighten up too much, because then it's going to tighten too much when you close everything together. So 2 incomplete double crochet on the same space. Next one, and again, and again. So we have the 8. Now we close it all together. And I'm using purple. The line before with the 7, it's a multicolored mixed with lavender and purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to do this row the same way. Now we come here. We still continue to do the half double crochet. And now we're going to end up with so we have 1, 2, and supposed to be 2. Oh, because I didn't skip. Okay. So we're going to do 2 half double crochets. So we have the 6. So we skip the first one here, and we go into the second one and do the half, and then the next space the other half, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and proceed again with our incomplete double crochet 2 on the same space, no different than what we did before. Okay, and this is pretty much what it's going to be. Now, if you find that it's like a little bit getting too crumpled up, don't worry about it, because once we finish and we iron it, we press it with the iron, it all comes down all even and flat. So continue yours and I'll continue mine. Okay, you guys, so we're finishing row 24. Now, in order to continue and create this one here, we're going to do a little trick so we don't have to go in through the stitches. So normally we would do a 6 chain, but we're going to do only 3 to close up, and you'll see what I mean. So you do 1, 2, 3 chain, and then you want to come here where we closed off, and we're going to do a double crochet, so it becomes like that, and that means you're pretty much on the center of row 25. Okay, so we're going to go up 1, 2, and 3. Just checking. So, and then we are going to do the 3 double crochet like we did down here. And now we're going to do either 6 or 7 chain depending upon the tension of your stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do 7 and come into the next space and do 3 double crochet. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then to the next loop. 2, 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chain. And into the next loop and 3 double crochet. So this is how it's going to be proceeded. Now, if you want your dolly to be bigger, so you would continue on creating these all the way up. This is no different than what we've done here. So basically we're doing this one and then we're doing, then you continue with this one, and you can go as high as you'd like. I'm only going to do 2, and then I'm going to close it off with single crochet all the way around. So I'm not going any higher than that. I think 2 is enough for me for the size that I want, but you can go as high as you like. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the 3 double crochet. Okay, so I'm going to do this row and then the next row, which is the same thing. You probably have to do an 8 chain to make sure that it's not too tight. So if you have to do an 8 chain, then you do an 8 chain. If your stitch is too loose, then continue with your 7. Just make sure that it's not too stretched or too baggy, okay? And I'll meet you at the end of row 26, I believe, because this is row 25, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is row 25, so I'll meet you at the end of row 26. I'm going to do one more row, and then I'm going to close it off with single. Okay, I wanted to show you again the little trick because we're going up the next row. So we do only 3 chain on the last one, and then come into the corner and do a double crochet. So this would close it, and at the same time would leave you already on the next row. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, if you have to do 8, then you do what you need to do, because everybody's tension and stitch is different. I'm doing 7 because I think it's just fine for me. Okay, so you pretty much continue on that. Now, I need to show you the closing because since this is dark purple, it's hard to see on camera. So it's much easier for you guys to see it on the brighter color. Now, as you see, actually I didn't do the single crochet. I did half single crochet. And as you see, I have, just check something here. So basically, depending on how wide is your 7 chain, 8 chain. So I have, I did, let me see, 1, 2 on the third one. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So basically I'm doing halves. One per space here on the double crochet. Oops. Inside 1, 2, 3, and on the third one you go up chain 3 and do the picot and close it in so it doesn't have an open space. 1, 2, and 3. Or whatever way you want to do your closing, by all means. This is cute like that, or we can change up the game. So we have 1 picot here. So you do chain 3 for your picot. Close it up, and again 1, 2, and 3, and again come back to the same space. This time I closed in with a single and 1, 2, and 3, and now we are going to go back in here and close up with a slip stitch, and then go back and do your half double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. I think that looks pretty also. Gives it a little bit more detail than just the 1 picot, right? So you do your half double crochet, go over to double crochet, and again 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to slip stitch, and then 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come back to it again, and this time I'm going to close it in with a single like that, and then 1, 2, and 3. Come through here and into the bottom and slip stitch, and then you finish your 1, 2, and 3 half double crochet, and then into the space where we have the double crochets, 1 per space. And I think it gives it more definition to it. I think it looks prettier this way. So very simple tutorial, nothing to it. 3 chain, come back in, close it with slip stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Come back in again, and we're going to close it with single. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to come through it and slip stitch, and then back in again. 1, 2, and 3. I think it gives it a nice charm to it. Well, I think this pretty much does it for this tutorial, people. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if you're creating it. If you'd like me to put it, your creation in one of my videos, send it to me, a picture through Instagram. You can follow me by there. Everything will be linked below. And so I thank you from the bottom of my heart, people that have been with me from the start and people that are just embarking on this journey with me. Thank you so much. If there's any questions, any suggestions, please feel free either to comment there or leave me on Instagram or email me, because all of the 3 options are there below. So I send you much hugs to every single one of you. Thank you so much, everybody. And I hope to see you in the next tutorial. And please be safe and be kind to one another. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.